Good day, and today we are back with another Eldar versus Grey Knights game. As in the last game, I am playing as the Eldar Warp Spider, having the Eldar Warp Spider as a hero, against my friend who is playing Grey Knights. Now, there are a couple of things in this game which go better than in the last game, but as it is usual with Dawn of War 2, it is quite easy to lose squads here and there, to lose your hero, and this can cost you the game. This can really cost you the game. The first difference with regard to the last game is that my second squad right now is indeed a squad of Howling Banshees, not another squad of Guardians who are really fragile and their bones break really easily when fighting against anything that the Grey Knights have to offer. And also, I've sent my Warp Spider up to contest whatever he's trying to do here, and seeing that nobody was here, I just went right and started capturing the requisition point. Now I'm going to try and harass these with my Warp Spiders, and here we have the first engagement, and perhaps the best engagement on the entire game from my perspective. I know that Guardians are stronger than the Stormtrooper squad, and that is why I put them under cover and started fighting against the Stormtroopers. Now, a huge mistake on my part here was to let my Warp Spider fight against the Strike Squad, and before I realized what was happening, I lost him. So, lesson learned: do not let the Warp Spider fight against the Strike Squad in open field. Please use some cover. Had I been smart, I would have garrisoned him, but yeah, logic doesn't always work the way we want it to. I got lucky here, and I got one model of Strike Squad, and I got his power mode. Now, another mistake which I committed here was in letting the Guardians fight both a captain for a couple seconds, and I think I lost a model or two there. And here's his Purgation Squad. Now, I'm already familiar with my friend's way of playing. I know that he always gets a Strike Squad and then a Purgation Squad. However, I've yet to counter him. Of course, I bring my Ranger Squad right here, and I'm running again into the problem of the Brother Captain assaulting my Guardians, because one or two sword strikes will take them out. And I managed to counter engage against his Purgation Squad with the Warp Spider, and I managed to chase his Brother Captain with the Howling Banshees. Now, what happens here is that after I managed to take away a sizable chunk of the Brother Captain's health, what I should have done is immediately jump on the Strike Squad with the Howling Banshees. Instead, what I did there was that I continued to chase the Brother Captain, and I just let the Strike Squad jab at the Banshees, and I lost 4 models because of that. In a last-ditch effort, I even tried to... Okay, this isn't going to be also terrible. I'm going to lose... Yeah, I lost 1 or 2 models of my Ranger Squad. In a last-ditch effort, I tried to jump on the Purgation Squad, which was still here, but at that moment I had too few more... I didn't have enough models left to do anything relevant. So yeah, that's a sad engagement for me, but it could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot worse. Yeah, that will take too much time, and I will promptly try to capture this fully matured requisition point and recapture my natural requisition point. I'm a bit slacking with regard to power. I only have 2 generators. My power income is 49 while his is 69. And I'm going to lose perhaps the victory point right here. Now this is the issue which I'm constantly running into while playing against Grey Knights. If they have 3 squads in tier 1, I as Eldar can't fight, really can't fight with just 3 squads. I need 4 squads because Dire Avengers and Happening Banshees are really fragile, and I need the 4th squad, which is usually the grav platform, the Guardian weapons team. Now what I did here instead was to go to tier 2, which I think was most probably a mistake. Because the grav platform lets you have greater control against the purgation squad and the strike squad. It doesn't help you that much against the brother captain who can just charge at it, but he does take a considerable amount of damage while doing so, so it's not completely useless. Here we have another engagement in the middle where I'm trying to engage the brother captain. I think I will be jumping on the Inquisitorial Stormtroopers, but they will retreat. Usually it's not a good idea to go with Banshees against the brother captain because he can heal up models quite quickly. And this brings me to another issue as the Eldar against the Grey Knights. Namely, as the Grey Knights, the Order Malleus player, you have quite a lot of leeway. Oh dear, I think I lost my Ranger squad right here. You have a lot of leeway in how you organize your battles, your engagements, because you have really tough squads which don't easily bleed models. So we lost a Purgation squad member right here, but it's nothing compared to how much I lose. I lost my entire Ranger squad, albeit that was because of not paying attention to it and not retreating it at also bad positioning. And I'm doing the same mistake here by letting the Warp Spider fight against the Strike Squad, but this time I don't think I'm retreating him back at the proper time. Now we're both tier 2, and I made a Falcon. We kinda know what happens to Falcons against Grey Knights. They make a Purgation squad with Psycho cannons or whatever they're called, with explosive damage, and that really melts them up. It destroys them entirely. I managed to get one model off a strike squad. That's not bad. As the Grey Knights player, you have a lot of leeway in organizing your engagements, and you can retreat far easier than the Eldar player. As the Eldar player, you have to be certain that if you take part in an engagement, you have some sort of material benefit. You get some sort of material benefit out of it. You will bleed squad members. You will bleed models. That's not certain in the case of Grey Knights. I was fortunate here not to bleed anything of the Happening Banshees, and the Falcon here is quite putting out some work by making the brother captain retreat. Here you see the Great Horror, which is the Purgation squad with the Psy cannon. My Falcon is almost dead. I am 3 squads against 4 as the Eldar player, and I'm making a Warp Spider squad because I think I saw his dreadnought, or I was aware of his. No, there's no way I saw his dreadnought. I figured he would be making a dreadnought, so getting the Haywire grenade against the dreadnought would be good. So did I think. Now, here's the the moment where the decision not to make a a Guardian Weapons team has a terribly deleterious effect on my game. What you can do as the Eldar player in Tier 2, if the Order Malleus player gets a Dreadnought, is that you can get a Bright Lance and it will melt the Dreadnought quite quickly. So in Tier 1, the Guardian Weapon team is quite effective. It's generally effective because it's a really good setup team regardless. I'm engaging the Dreadnought here, but this is a really bad engagement because I don't have a definite plan. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do here. Warp's Spider squad, as far as I know, has piercing damage, so it doesn't have any inherent advantage when fighting against vehicles apart from the melter bomb. My Falcon is almost dead here, and this engagement is not good at all for me. I'm losing more. I'm going to lose my Avenger squad, and that might take me more time. The problem is I don't know what's going on with this battlefield. The Broader Captain is engaging my Spider squad in melee, which is terrible. The Progression squad is firing on my Warp Spider squad, but the Warp Spider is fighting the Strike squad, and my Falcon is getting destroyed. This engagement was terrible, and this spells doom for this game, and this is how you lose. This is how you lose games. Yeah, so this was today's game. I hoped I would at least take out this Dreadnought, but it wasn't so. What I learned this game, or relearned, do not fight against the Strike Squad. There's the Warp Spider in open field, not even under cover. Do make a heavy, a Guardian Weapons team in Tier 1, and to possibly have the Bright Lance advantage in Tier 2. And take better care of your Rangers. Do take better care of your Rangers, and yeah, that would be it. Thank you for watching, and I hope to get better at the game. Good night, or good evening, or good day.